Hi everyone, my name is Nuna from My School International. So basically we received a lot of inquiries and questions about the Jolly Phonics curriculum, which is the curriculum we are using in the kindergarten stage at the school. The curriculum is a very innovative one. It's a British curriculum, but it's a multi-sensory one, which basically means we're using untraditional ways to teach children reading and writing and the 5 skills. The 5 skills, I'm going to elaborate on the 5 skills later. So I'm going to start with the basics of the curriculum. These are some examples of what the curriculum consists of. The curriculum basically segregates the letters into 7 different groups. As you can see, these are all the 7. It doesn't just cover the 26 alphabets. It covers 42 letters. Those include digraphs. What I mean by digraphs is the digraphs are the combinations of certain letters. So for example, if a letter, if a word starts with CH, it teaches the kid how to pronounce that. If another word ends with ER, we teach them also how to pronounce that. If a certain word has a double O in it, that differs. Double O isn't always, as you all know, pronounced the same. For example, in moon, it's a bit longer, which is why we teach them to write the O's a bit bigger than usual. In other words, like foot is shorter, and so on. So basically, the 42 letters are split into 7 groups. Each group consists of 6 different letters. Even the order of the Jolly Phonics letters, are actually different from the alphabetic ones. It teaches them reading at a very early stage. So, what are we using in order to teach children how to read or write in Jolly Phonics? Each letter, like I said, is a multisensory curriculum, which basically means we are engaging all of the child's senses, or most of them, in order to remind them of a certain letter and how it's pronounced. Not just how it's pronounced, how it's formatted, how to learn blending, which basically means how to read a certain word, which consists of different letters. There's also another skill that we teach them there, which is segmenting. Segmenting is basically how to recognize the letter sounds in each word. The 5th skill is the tricky words. Tricky words are basically some irregular words. Okay, I'm going to give you some examples. There's 72 irregular words that do not follow the normal rules of the Jolly Phonics. So basically, the children learn that these are special words, if you will, that are pronounced differently. So they memorize them, all right? And there are different activities to teach them the tricky words, like also, for example, before, mother, and so on. By the time they finish this, we format a tree, okay? It's a tree, a tricky words tree, if you will, that basically reminds them of all the 72 letters. So, when we teach a certain letter, I'm going to take one letter, all right, and show you how we teach it to children. For example, the letter S, obviously phonetically, is S, all right? S alphabetically. So the S in the Jolly Phonics, that would be the first word in the first group of the Jolly Phonics, the first letter, So there are several ways to teach the children that. There are songs that come with each letter. I'm going to show you one of them.
The snake is in the grass, the snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass.
There's also a puppet related to this particular letter. It's a snake, all right, called snake as well. So we showed them the formation of the letter first by doing this, all right? So this is how they first learned the formation of that letter. They'll learn that snake, obviously there's an emotional connection with this as it's a puppet. There are several stories that come with the Jolly Phonics, all right, and related to its puppets. There are so many books, but these are just some example. So this book, for example, is related to the Snake series. So the story and its content is all about snake. What's the idea behind this? The idea is to remind the child the letter sound in an untraditional way, if you will. So basically, if the child forgets the letter sound, he or she will remember either the snake, the puppet, the story, the song, the formation, and so on. There are several actions that are related to each of the letter sounds and the Jolly Phonics. When we teach them, for example, how to write the letter S, which is the S, it follows the movement of the snake. They start from the top, zigzag a little bit, all the way to the bottom. We show them the direction, and they keep doing this until they learn how to form it. Obviously, the traditional ways are also included in the Jolly Phonics. That would be tracing, coloring, and so on. We also teach them the vowels by the end of the 7 groups. So this is what the book looks like. As you can see, it's multisensory. There are several ways to remind the children how to read and write. And there are several games as well. For example, taking the alphabets, right? We can teach them how to fish with these, all right? We mention a certain letter, all right? And they fish it out. So it's very interactive, it's very innovative, and most importantly, it's multisensory. I hope I've covered everything related to this, except one actually, which I'm gonna quickly talk about. The flashcards that come with the Jolly Phonics. Basically, we teach them how to read the silent letters. We teach them, these aren't silent, I'm just showing you some of the cards, all right? We teach them how to read by using these dots, not all of the letters, until they get used to all the rules, basically. So these are some examples. So for example, in soil, they follow the dots below, all right? Now the 4 letters, and so on. Same thing with harder. As you can see, it basically covers pretty much everything, all right? And it's fun, most importantly, because this is how children should learn how to read and write, or learn everything for that matter. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we covered everything. And in case you have any questions, you can contact us on the contacts on the description below, and the comments. And thank you.